guys, welcome back to another episode. Today is Sunday. There's some tomato soup simmering on the stove. It smells amazing. And I have two tables in the house, the kitchen table and the coffee table, and they look very sad without flowers. So I ran out this morning, grabbed a couple of different flower varieties, and now it is time to see if I can make things look a little bit better. I have dreams of being like this amazing florist person who knows what they're doing with flowers, but I'm still very much learning. I have these grand visions of what things should look like, and then they never quite look like that once I actually get them in the vase. So we'll just kind of see, we'll see what happens here. Things are pretty bananas around here. The holidays are in full swing. I can't even believe it. What is it? Like, how many weeks until Christmas? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 weeks. 6 weeks till Christmas. So we officially started the holiday hustle. Started with like the coworker type gifts for the hubs. So he has a couple of coworkers he likes to get gifts for, and I absolutely love my acupuncturist Amy. And I have to say that that kind of stuff always used to just totally stress me out. Like, you know, you want to get something nice, but at the same time you have to stay in a budget, and so I don't know, it always just used to get super stressful. But so now that we are starting to live more minimally and more simply, I'm finding that simple is just never wrong. I ended up going up and grabbing a couple of little items, which I look forward to showing you in just a little bit. Ooh, I think this one's a little, yeah, those are a little tall. So I'm going with a couple of orange daisies here. This might actually be working out. All right, so daisies are in here, and I'm going to finish up with this filler flower. I think I got too much filler flower, but it's pretty. All right, so anyway, so I'm gonna put some of these pieces in, and we'll see what we come up with. Terrible, yet not amazing, but it's pretty. It'll put a little color on the table, and I wish, oh how I wish that the light in this house wasn't so orange. We'll just have to deal with what we've got here. All right, so now that the flowers are on the tables, I'm just gonna take a couple of minutes to clean up this mess that I have made. I definitely got carried away with the filler flower. I have a bit extra, but you know what? I'm just gonna set it somewhere and make another spot in the house look nice and bright and tidy and lovely. So anyway, I'm gonna clean up, and then I will show you what I ended up grabbing while I was up at Hobby Lobby.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing, yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling,
Mr. Shan, I'm gonna come and sit by you, okay? Can I come sit by you? And we'll show everybody what we got at Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Whoa, you are up in my grill. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna sit down and we'll show everybody. Yeah, let's show everybody what we got. All right. Maybe I will show you on the table instead. Oh, am I taking up all your spot? Okay, so I am back and you can see 2/3 of Jack in the picture. He decided to sort of join me. All right, so as I was saying earlier, I went up to Hobby Lobby earlier in the week. Yeah, yep, I'm pretty sure that was it. The days are kind of running together. It's madness these days. We ended up getting just some super simple little ornaments. We've got this ornament. Can you see it? I'm just gonna make sure you can. This ornament kind of goes along with this ornament. And then I wanted to add in this last piece right here because it has a cute little bell on it. And here, I'll go like that so you can kind of see it. But it kind of, like, the coloring was perfect. I don't think it was actually supposed to be part of this set, but you know, it's stars. It went along with it. It kind of breaks things up because we've got lots of wood here. We've got some fabric here. And then I wanted to just add like a little element, like a metal element piece there to that. So the cool thing about these is I think they're super cute. They're super simple. And on top of that, they were, you know, quite inexpensive. Hobby Lobby is always doing 50% off of their holiday items. And so I just ended up going with the theme of crazy simple, just making things as unstressful as possible because let's face it, the holidays, as much as we wish they weren't, they are insanely stressful. So I got everybody the same exact thing. So now I'm just going to wrap them up real quick and know that that piece of our holiday shopping is all finished. I am back with a different hairstyle. I needed to have some lunch and my headband was just giving me a headache, so it's time for a ponytail. But anyway, so it is time for the next chore, and the next chore is something that I have sort of been debating about. If you'll recall in last month's video, I took you down into my basement and you saw the disaster that is the Christmas decorations. And so I ended up going through those last week and I thought I was gonna get rid of all of these things, and I was frustrated that I only ended up getting rid of 2 things. And so what I know happened after I thought about it for a little while is that when we moved to the tiny house, a lot of that stuff just isn't going to be able to be there, but I want to be able to use it this year. And so I definitely know that there are things that I want to say goodbye to and that the family and I are ready to say goodbye to, but we need them for this holiday because this holiday is just as important as next year. But so when it comes to the Christmas tree, this year we have this huge tree. We've had it for about 5 years. It's an artificial tree and I love it. I just absolutely love it. But last year the lights started to go on it. So we went out and we got a new one, but the LED lights that are on these new trees, I have super sensitive eyes and oh my gosh, I literally couldn't even look at the tree. So it went back. We just hauled out the old tree again and went and bought some like softer lights so that, you know, I could actually enjoy the Christmas tree. I could look at our family Christmas tree. But so anyway, long-winded today. So what I did is I went to Michael's and I bought this bad boy right here. And it's a pencil tree. And it's 7 feet. And the reason why I did that is I feel a little bit guilty because I don't actually intend to keep this tree, but I almost wanted to do like a dress rehearsal and figure out going from this huge, massive tree that we're gonna have in the house this year versus something that's probably more likely to fit in our tiny house. I needed to know exactly like, you know, how much garland we need to keep, how many like ornamental balls we need to keep. Do we need to whittle things down to our absolute most favorite ornaments? So I'm gonna set it up today. I'm gonna put our lights on it so, you know, I can actually look at it. Okay, so I'm gonna set this up and we will see what we end up with.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set
Okay, so the tree is decorated. I think it looks okay. I actually am surprised by the amount of lights that I needed and the garland that I needed. Like, I thought I was just gonna need maybe one string of lights, but I needed 2, and I needed 2.5 boxes of the red balls. What I'm realizing is that I think I'd rather have a few less of the red balls so that we can get more of our ornaments on, because to me the ornaments, they're kind of those pieces that, they're our history. That's the special stuff. I'm now questioning whether I want to bring the tree back or not. Maybe we want to keep it for the tiny house. The only problem is that this is one tall tree. And so it would have to be in one of the sections of the tiny house where we would have the 13-foot ceilings versus the 6 and some odd feet ceilings under the lofts. So I don't know what to do. I think probably taking it back makes the most sense, but we'll see. I'm going to think on it a little bit. So it has been a couple of days since I have picked up the camera. We ended up going to our friend's house. We have some neighbors just down the road that we get together with and play games. We bring over some snacks, listen to some music, eat, catch up. It's just a really fun way to kill a couple of hours on a Sunday afternoon. Yesterday was full of errands. I took the tree back. A little piece of me wanted to keep the tree because it looked so cute. It kind of didn't make sense to buy a tree for a space that we literally have never stepped in before. I mean, this house isn't even built yet. I just felt really just so glad to have taken the time to set up the tree. We have an excellent idea of what it is that we're going to want to hold on to. It's going to make things so much less daunting when we go to put everything away. While I was out yesterday, I stopped by Target because they have the dishwashing detergent that we use. I think it's like the 7th generation brand. I like that one. It seems a little more environmentally friendly. But while I was out, I snagged a couple of extra things. And this, I just love it. It's just so cute. I saw it a couple of weeks ago when I was grabbing something else. So I said, you know what? If it's still here the next time, I will take it. And so lo and behold, it was. There were a couple of left, so I snagged this one. It felt good to put it in the cart. Like right now, I just feel so stressed about putting anything in the cart because it's like, oh my gosh, that's just one more thing that we're gonna have in the house, and I'm gonna have to, decide if I really wanna keep it. But this, I definitely wanna keep. Since we are downsizing, the rule in the house is if we bring something in, something has to go out. So the old platter that I have for Christmas is going to go away, and we're going to keep this one. And then I also found this Mrs. Meyer's, what is it? Iowa pine scent. Oh, it smells so good. Like I want to clean. Like I had a good time cleaning yesterday because this smelled so good. So I cleaned the downstairs powder room. I gave the kitchen an extra scrub. And when the hubs walked in from work, he was like, what smells so good? Like a candle. And I was like, this right here. So I love it. I'm glad it's like a scent that you can't have all of the time because then it wouldn't like be special and like holiday magic-y. So if you're at Target, you should look for it. They also, I think they have peppermint and maybe another seasonal flavor, but I don't actually know. And the pine. I'm a big fan of the pine, especially at Christmas time. But I think that I am going to wrap up this vlog for this month. I'm about to head into the kitchen and make the family some chicken barley soup for tonight. We are all about the soups and stews during these cold winter months, and they just taste so good and they're warm and homey and comforting. So I know that my holiday decorating was a little bit of a dress rehearsal and possibly a little unorthodox. Yeah, I know, it was a little weird, but anyway, I actually feel good about it. I'm glad that I did it. Are you someone who has decorated for the Christmas season already, or do you like to wait until after Thanksgiving? Personally, my family and I, we like to wait until after Thanksgiving to get into the Christmas spirit, but different strokes for different folks. So if you haven't decorated, when do you like to decorate? If you have, what is one of your most favorite treasured items where, like, if you don't have that item out, it just doesn't feel like the holidays to you? Feel free to tell me about it in the comment section below, and also feel free to hit that subscribe button. So I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll see you next month. Bye.